All right. Donald Trump does so many things that we've never seen, and we've defined whatever it is down because what he did today, the South African president, is kind of mind-boggling. Horrible host. I think, as far as I know, he surprised the president with a video on this topic that he seems to be, I don't want to say obsessed. He's highly engaged. How about that? On this topic of whether white South Africans are being subject to violence, something that the African president denies.
He says genocide.
Genocide, yeah. So here is let's do there's a lot on this, but let's do number 10, Sam. This is the president springing a video in the Oval Office. He asked the light to be dimmed to say that South Africans are calling for the death of white farmers.
Here to turn that, I could show you a couple of things, and I have to, it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would. And turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. Whatever you want to do, we can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament.
All right, we can cut out of this. So they screened the video for a while, and then here 11. Here's the two presidents reacting to the video.
You denounce that type of language in the video that you saw.
Oh yes, we've always done so. As government, as my own party, we are completely opposed to that. We, in 1955, adopted a document which said South Africa belongs to all who live in it.
But why wouldn't you arrest that man? That man said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly. That man is going all over South Africa. And that's not a small party. That was a stadium that holds 100,000 people, and I hardly saw an empty seat. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of representation. And those crosses, we have dead white people, dead white farmers, mostly. And you take a look at Australia, they're being inundated, and we're being inundated with people that want to get out. And their farm is valueless. It's valueless. And they just want to get out with their life. And this is a very serious situation.
Jill, I find this whole thing baffling, and I find what the president did to be gimmicky, but violation of protocol and rude. It's my sensibility about it. But what's your view of what's at play here? Do you have any sense of why the president of the United States is making these accusations and seems so invested in this?
Well, at the risk of being gimmicky myself, I am going to call what we saw the Zelensky treatment.
Yeah.
This was teed up, and ready to go and premeditated. And, he wanted to put the president of South Africa on the spot. That's obvious. It's certainly... it's an unpleasant tactic to use against, a visiting head of state.
Yeah.
And the authenticity of, these threats to the white farmers and whether any have been killed, it's been called into question. So I'm not even sure, what that dancing man is.
Yeah. Dan, I've asked you a version of this before, but if you were a consultant for a head of government or head of state who was coming for an Oval Office photo op, how would you prepare him for the unexpected?
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes, I guess the two times really Trump's done this, Zelensky and now today, you could see the pitch getting wound up. I mean, on the right, on social media, this issue, Elon Musk has tweeted about it, has been kind of simmering. So if you are a consultant, I would want to make sure that my client is aware these are the issues that are out there, that you could, for lack of a better term, get sandbagged, or that he's going to try to use you as a prop. He is going to try to make a moment. And I would just counsel, not do what Zelensky did and go at JD Vance and kind of try to argue or win in front of the president of the United States in his home, setting. But I think it was the new prime minister of Canada was very good at kind of disarming, of making a point to stand your ground for your domestic politics, but yet also get out of it, compliment, and don't take the bait. But you would have to prepare. And I think what was so weird about that is he just went to the Middle East, where he announced, we're not going to tell you what to do. We're not going to kind of get involved in your domestic politics. It's about business. It's about deals and buying and selling stuff. But apparently in a region where they yell death to Jews, death to gays, women should be treated as differently. I'm not just talking about Saudi Arabia, but the region broadly, where he did big deals, as he likes to say. We were silent, and
Right.
But now this apparently is a bridge too far for him.
Right.
That was a delicious video experience. I think you'll agree. Now, what you need to do in return for getting to enjoy that is hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss a thing.